It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the New York Giants. 3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We go! 10-2 stop. Ready?
Now Jones on first down, escaping the pressure right. He'll try and run it. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Here's the former number 2 pick, the Pro Bowler Saquon Barkley. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
But just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
At their own 17-yard line.
Stop! 180! Watching your back. Here we go. Here we go. Stop.
Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up third. And 4.
Come on, 180. 55. Eat. Got you. I got you, son. I got you, son.
They run play action for Howard. Now Trubisky. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
On fourth down, out is the punter, Cameron Johnston, to boot it away. Corey Coleman back deep to return. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
That opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, dude. Switch.
From the gun, Jones going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. Touchdown, Giants. Juju Smith-Schuster, 81 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On first and 10, it's Sanders. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 43-yard line.
Let's get off the field.
On the draw, here's Sanders. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen. and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque right there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants' side of the field. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 44 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the Giants' 17-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. 8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 4-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. They'll try again with Howard. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on third and goal. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Jordan Howard. His 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Able to punch it in on third down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a fourth down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And some good coverage there by the kick team as they'll bring him down at the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Now Saquon Barkley. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's second and 8. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
60 out,
Off play action, Jones. Looking deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm.
Let's go, boys.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered.
As Sanders has it poked free.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now it's Trubisky. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play there for Philly. 43 yards.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
At the 26-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run with Barkley. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for New York. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, their last two drives both ending in touchdowns. It's got them this 14-7 lead.
And it looks to me, and I think you're probably seeing the exact same thing, they're in an ideal spot now to create some separation. The way that they're functioning on offense now, they can create a pretty good gap. Allows their defense to play with a little more verve and confidence.
That big article in the paper this morning about them stringing possessions together for consecutive touchdowns. Well, right here, they're trying to make it 3 in a row. Now Trubisky lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Giants touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week, he's smiling. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last possession, really a gut punch. You seemingly had it working. You were in the midst of a very strong drive, then suddenly the fumble, and you're watching the back of a defender's jersey as he brings it all the way in the other direction.
There's not much more I can add to that. I thought you summarized it perfectly, partner. You just got to regroup and start putting another drive together. That's all you can do.
Looking to throw again on second down. Trubisky. It's caught by Jackson. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A huge play there on the screen pass. 44 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Sanders. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. That one 28 yards on the ground. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, the intended receiver, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
This is 3rd and goal, and this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front, and now see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This is taken at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
Here we go. At their own 15-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this fight? And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Khalil Mack in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Jones. Flushed out right. He'll run it. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Here's Riley Dixon now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. On the return, Jackson. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's Trubisky to throw. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. 33 yards that time.
It's a gain of 33. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10.
So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. No move for the field goal unit. They're going to go here with 5 seconds left.
He's checking.
And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times. What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. From the 38, Trubisky. And he rifles one incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
This is caught by Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Trubisky now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 30. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Trubisky with the give to Howard. And he's got room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Got it.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hold now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Look at me. Go. Get it.
Instead, they go empty backfield as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. With it is Jackson. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Mike 29.
Another run here with Sanders. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Yeah, that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
91. Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. Get him, get him, get him. Fight.
Now Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Khalil Mack with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22.5. Congratulations. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Hey, Alpha. Check. Now.
Here's Jones, operating from the gun, eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
Well, there were a couple of extra defensive backs in the game, so he really had nowhere to go with the football despite his search for an open receiver. So he has to take off and run for it, but he comes up well short of the line to gain.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. 12 yards on the return that time. And out will come the offense as they take over. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Trubisky now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Next to score, Eagles 38, Giants 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Go. Go.
Jones now throwing on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 23.
Check. Watch it before. Let's go.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. That's complete to Slayton. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to cut into this lead. Rosas now to add the PAT. And that one cuts this to a 17-point spread. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll go again with Sanders. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis. Off the play fake. Jones going top shelf for Smith. And this is taken in at the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Hey, exit. We taking wins.
Operating from the gun, Jones. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. They'll run. It's Sanders. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A first down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it can be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
Down! 180! 29. I'm trying to collect.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, it's a 4th win on the year as they move to 4-9. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Giants, it's unfortunately more of the same as they'll fall to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast.